This man's job was to protect the president. Suddenly, he noticed that the security guard behind him had an open holster. That instantly made him feel something was wrong. But when he saw the guy didn't look like a threat, he let his guard down for a moment. So he kept watching the situation around the president.
Great.
That a guy in the collar?
The Archbishop of Ethiopia.
You know what to say about the first thing they feel when you shoot a
He
snake.
noticed many people in the crowd waving little flags. As a professional sniper, Bob knew those flags were not just decorations. They were used to test wind direction. He immediately warned the colonel next to him to keep an eye on the high ground within a 2-kilometer radius. Soon, all security personnel moved to their positions. But just then, Bob suddenly realized the wind at the venue had dropped to almost zero. That instantly set off his alarm again.
Take out the stick.
Only then did Bob realize this presidential security mission was actually a trap for him. He jumped out the window just in time, but he knew one thing clearly: he had to get out of there now, because he was already a citywide fugitive. All the armed forces were now targeting him, but before he could get far, he ran into a cop. Bob quickly took him down and restrained him.
Give me your keys.
At the same time, the streets were full of officers trying to hunt him down, and Bob had just taken a bullet to dodge the police. He drove into a car wash. Then he climbed into the back seat of the car and quickly patched up his wound. After that, he left the car wash right away. But the police already had his car's information. They soon tracked him down under a bridge. With more and more cops closing in, Bob drove straight into the river. By the time they checked the water, Bob had already vanished. He had used a large boat for cover and slipped away. But Bob didn't dare relax. He hijacked another car and left the bridge fast, because he knew the cops were all focused on the river now. Soon he escaped the city and headed straight to his ex-girlfriend's place. But when she saw Bob, she was terrified.
Sorry to bother you, ma'am.
I know who you are. You're Bob Lee, Swagger, Donnie's old partner.
I didn't shoot the president.
Still, she opened the door and helped treat his wound. Amy told Bob that the one who died wasn't the president. It was the Archbishop standing next to him. Bob realized this was a setup to frame him, so he swore to find out who was behind it. But to uncover the truth, he first had to investigate a cop named Charlie. At the station, Charlie was also in deep pain because Bob had taken his gun, and now he was the laughingstock of the entire precinct. Charlie remembered Bob kept saying he was framed, so even he started to think maybe things weren't so simple after all.